How are you? Hello, people. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, people. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. I am. Hello, people. I think you got the wrong chat for that. No, I know nothing about cat cartons. Hello, people. My name isn't Cecil. Oh, Lord. It's only Tuesday. Tuesday, people. Come on. Get a clue. Okay, ding dong. You're really a ding dong. Can anybody be real? Can anybody be real? Anybody? Anybody? Hi, Cole. How are you, hon? Hey, Cole. Guess what? I had an interview, right? And it was a Zoom interview, okay? Well, actually, I'm not even sure it was a Zoom interview. I think it's just a company video thing. What do you call the people that the company, their employees, and they put them into an interview to act like applicants? What do they call those? Plants? Because this place, I was supposed to have an individual interview with this travel company because it said that the work could be done on a computer, laptop, or smartphone. I'm thinking, cool, I got a smartphone, I can do it. I know how to do research and look things up and get hotel rooms. And I've never done plane, but it shouldn't be that hard, right? So I go into the interview, and all of a sudden I find out that there's four other people in this interview. And finally, this guy comes on and starts talking, but he doesn't talk to me at all. He's talking to these four other people who seem to already know the answers to the questions he's asking because they're posting what the answers are before he's even asking the question. And every time he went to talk about how much you get, he'd change the subject and keep talking about what you would be doing with the job. And I kept saying, okay, so basically you're a travel agent, and we be travel agents who are helping to give people their itineraries. And he'd ignore me. And I'm like, hello, I am here. And he wouldn't answer any of my questions. I said, okay, you keep talking about the job that we're doing. Everybody should know what a travel agent does. How much do you charge? How much do you pay your employees? Then he basically said, well, we don't pay you outright. The companies that we give business to, uh, we give them business, then they give us a percentage of that business, and then we give you the percentage out of our percentage. And I'm like, wow, okay. But he wouldn't say anything else. And every time I asked a question, I got ignored. It's like he had these people in there, and it's like, well, why am I here? No, that sounds very suspicious. And I'm like, are these plants? Because these people are asking questions, and they're questions about the job, not about the pay, but the job. So what do we do if they want this? What do we do if they want that? But nothing in regards to, well, how much do we get per hour? Do we get per hour? Do we get per day? Do we get per week? What? And the guy would coast over it. Hi, call me Mike. And this would have been a perfect job for me. I mean, it would have been on the phone. I would be using my phone to type, which I can do with my two thumbs. And it turned out to be a scam. And then he was talking about your first percentage would go into your company ID. See, that's the thing. There was no actual name of the company. They just call themselves W Travel. And that was it. And you know where I found this job at? I found this job on Indeed. I found this job on Indeed. I also found a similar job to that one on Propel, which is EBT. Well, everybody swears by Indeed. Go on Indeed to look for a job. My sister told me to go on Indeed to look for a job. So, so why would everybody tell me to look for a job on Indeed if they're scams? But why would my sister tell me to go on Indeed if there was nothing? I mean, I went on Indeed and I have filled out many applications and I've turned in many resumes and nothing. I haven't gotten calls back about any of the so-called work from home jobs. I just I'm trying to find a job and it's just getting harder and harder. I'm getting kind of depressed here. Yeah, I could tell that. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do next. No place will hire me to come in because I can't use this hand. I went to 2 interviews and they said, "Well, when are you going to be able to use your whole hand?" And I said, "Hopefully another at the end of this month, hopefully." And they said, "Well, we can't really use you now, and I need someone now. So, good luck, but I'll have to hire someone else." I don't have a church. How will a church help me? I don't need to have one what? A church? So what am I going to church for? Yeah, well, every church I've called in my area has told me, if you're not a member here, we can't help you with anything. No, the employment agency that we had in our town left. There's only one down in San Diego, and there's no way for me to get to it. But no, the employment centers seem to be obsolete right now. Ever since COVID, we had one here in my town. There was also one on San Diego. I think it was either Elko Boulevard or University. They're gone. Hello, Nightmare. What do you mean lie? My arm's here. My arm's still here. It hurts off and on, but nothing as much as it did before. I can bend it a little bit right now, like that much, without it hurting. So hopefully it's getting better. Hopefully. I'm very good on computers, but I only have one hand right now to type because I can't type with this hand. I've tried, but I can't see the keyboard or the monitor to type because of this block. I tried downstairs and I'm like, right there, okay, right there, right, okay, right there. It was hilarious. I don't have any, I'm not in Florida. Okay. Who do you think you're talking to? Why would you automatically assume I lived in Florida? I don't live in Florida. I'm on the West Coast, dude. I'm in California. Hello, people. I didn't say any city in Florida. I don't know very many cities in Florida. Let's see, Florida. Miami, Tampa. Wait, is Tampa Bay in Florida? I think so. Fort Lauderdale, uh, uh, Miami. Excuses for what, Stephanie? Okay, that's it. Hold on a second. Stephanie, why don't you come up here and tell me how I'm making excuses? They may have them up in California, but I'm not up where they're at, Ducky. For God's sake, you people seem to think you know everything about everything. You know what? I think if you guys want to accuse me of shit, come on up and say it to my face. How much does the bus ride cost to go up the coast? I'd have to take the train, dumbass. Hello, Navy. How you doing, hon? How How do you feel being a messenger for somebody else? One. How do you feel being a messenger for somebody else? That's pretty sad if you want to have if somebody tells you what to do and you do it. Well, someone you used to know, I don't need to have you in my life yelling at me about things you know nothing about. So, one, not to worry. How do you feel about being someone's messenger? You're as pathetic, you know. You're not trying to help me. How much does the train ride cost? How am I supposed to get the fucking money? Oh my god, how am I supposed to get the money, Ducky? For a train. They're not exactly cheap.